It's Saturday morning. Got off work about 4:30 in the morning. Um, I don't even know what time it is now. It's quarter after 8. I've been out here messing around with this cabinet. Uh, so I'm just doing an update. Took the board out so nothing accidentally falls on it and breaks it. Took the coin door out. I took the one side art off most of it. Got some back there in the back and up here in the corner. It's kind of cool because it like has the image on the wood. It's all tore up. There was more holes in there than I thought there was. I'm going to get some Bondo and fix up these edges, sand them down smooth, maybe do some reinforcing in the bottom. Took the top out. I need to get some better sandpaper because I don't want to get too aggressive into the wood, but this stuff's, man, they must really stick that on there with some really strong glue. Here's the bezel, or the held the light. I did buy a new bulb for it, but it's not bright enough. It doesn't illuminate the marquee well enough for my liking. This here is the same problem I kind of ran into when I was building my main cabinet. I cut these a bit shorter. That way so the light could reflect past it because the marquee will butt right up against this here. So I'm probably going to get a couple dark spots in the corners. I measured, it's a 4-inch speaker. And yeah, it's broken. I mean, it sounded okay, but I think the sound will be a little bit better with a new speaker. This is a 3-watt, 8-ohm, max 5. I'm just going to get an 8-ohm speaker, 4-inch. I don't really care if it's a 10 or a 15 or 20 watt speaker because I can just put a little bit more power to it, I guess. It'll still sound good. This was the screen that was on the under the speaker, so somebody must have been poking something up in there, destroyed the speaker. Got a really, well, not a really bad one, but a slight bow in this bottom. I got a sticking down in there right now. It's slightly bowed in the center, bowed upward. I'm just trying to think of a way to put something across here and go up through the bottom in here in the center to kind of pull it up where it needs to be. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that, but I will figure it out. I'm going to put this in backwards so I can get the light to recess farther back into the marquee panel. And I'll line it with some tin foil to kind of bounce the light all around in there. I think it'll be, to me, it'll be 100% better when it's done. Um, I did have, I'm not sure if I ever touched on this in any of the other videos, but this wood was really flaky and loose. I had bought 4 little tubes of super glue liquid, and I just kept dousing it in there until it wouldn't take it no more. It's hard as a rock now. Everything else looks pretty good. I got a really bad section right here. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet either. I'm probably going to, I don't know. I'll either leave it alone. I just haven't got down there yet. Maybe put a C-clamp on it and kind of see if I can get it tweaked back in and kind of Bondo that bottom and cut a groove in it. That's kind of the worst spot on the cabinet that I've found so far. I mean, and even if I don't really get that bubble out of there, I'm not even going to worry about it. I kind of want to paint this front panel with a textured black paint, almost like the coin door, how it's got the hammer forged paint on it. I thought about maybe getting some small bit of that Rhino bedliner roll-on stuff, because you know it could be thick and heavy, and I can get it in these crevices and just make it look a little better. I'm gonna have to fill these holes in with Bondo, sand them smooth. I was thinking last night with all the new black and you got the green sides. I think green T molding, dark, like the darker green T molding, I think that would really look sharp on there with the greenish sides and onto the black. I think it would be pretty sweet. I need to get these 4 bolts out and get this out of here. I want to clean it all up so I can, lightly grease it and stuff when I put it back together to get nice smooth action out of everything. But they keep turning. I don't know if I just quickly buzz a nut onto the top of them so I can get a hold of them. Weld a nut on the top of them. I don't think it'll hurt. That's not hooked to any wiring at all. So yeah. Did some work. It looks really bad. I got fillable primer, or whatever they call that. And yeah, it's on my trash can, but I really don't care. I always do that. I added some 1x2 on the front and back edge of this because it was warped really badly. It's nice and straight now. I actually moved the monitor because basically when I was trying to get that bezel around the screen in here, it was hitting the back there, and it was like the monitor was a bit crooked. and it was pushed back in the cabinet. So I loosened these 4 bolts around, loosen these so I could, kind of wiggle the monitor however I need to, and then got the bezel in there and kind of moved the screen into the bezel. As far as I can tell, it's level when I look at it. I removed the mirror because I'm going to be painting all of this in here. I'll have to cover the screen. I work at a newspaper place, so I will be able to just get some end rolls and kind of wrap it around everything and make sure it's sealed so I'm not getting any overspray on the screen. If I get any overspray, anywhere on this wood or anything, it's not going to hurt my feelings. So I have the mirror out. Took the boards out. Stripped one of the sides off here. Just kind of peeled right off. But ain't that cool? It's all still there. Don't throw it in my chicken salad. That's really cool to me. So I'll probably do some bracing along the bottom because I kind of see where somebody wants to put some drywall screws in there. Yes, man's testicles. It's kind of chewed up on the bottom. I don't think I'm going to worry about bondoing that. It may seem kind of cheesy, but I think I might put some really thin baseboard or trim or whatever down along the bottom to square off the bottoms. I might even kind of make I could do that to kind of hide that bad spot on the other side. Get a piece of wood and cut at the angle of that front foot there and actually kind of curve it up alongside here where I'd actually stop the T-molding up here because it can come up and, just kind of, if I really can't do anything with that other side, that might be a good idea for me to do. And that'll bring that step out to the same width as the cabinet. I mean, I know a lot of guys throw fits about all the originality of it. Well, I want to make something look decent for as cheap as possible. So as long as I like it and my game plays well, I guess, it's mine, The worst spot is, I'm hoping that super glue really hardened that off. I'll have to kind of bondo this out, sand it smooth, and be careful when I'm coming around here not to off center anything so I can, when the T-molding's down on it, fits flush. I do have a groove cutter that I used for my main cabinet. I think when I'm painting, I'm definitely going to try to get maybe that fillable primer and squirt it down in there. Not super heavy, but enough to seal the wood, maybe harden it a little bit and close that gap of hair so the T-molding has a really good grip when it goes in. Nothing really busted out when I pulled the T-molding out. I pulled it out really gently, and it was, that stuff's hard as rock. It was pulling out of the corners. So that's what I'm doing, guys. Whoever ends up watching this, leave a comment. Let me know you was here. I gotta fix that corner. It's the wood down there. I'll try to glue it on. Bondo it up. It's the only thing I can do. I contemplated actually just using all these pieces to build a new cabinet out of plywood myself, just remake the entire cabinet, but I think I can spruce this one up good enough to make me happy, and it'll look, my opinion, it'll look damn good. So when I get more done, I'll shoot another quick video of the painting process and, you know, putting the decals on and things like that. So take care.